Hit you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this is a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a puff, catch a flight. Big Smoke Podcast, this your source for the best. Puff a little more, it'll help you worry less. Yeah, keep that pressure in my chest. Big bag, no stress, and I'm sipping on Texas. 25 lighters on my dress. 7 niggas wangers in the leather. Got my protector.
Oh, got another episode of the Big Smoke Podcast locked down for you guys. It's a jam-packed show. Got one special guest. We're gonna get to him at the end, but further ado, I'm Big Smoke Man. I got a Big Shy with me. What's up, Shy? We ain't drinking tonight, so because it's 1,000 degrees in San Antonio. So what you got going on over there, baby?
Man, chilling, man. Wine man over here, but I ain't on no wine right now. I gotta get to the gym. You know how it is. Y'all ever try try to drink and go to the gym or lift a weight?
Nah, I ain't that bold, man.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm scared. I think I seen that joint on you ever watch the NFL Foley's when they with all the bad takes and people falling and doing stupid shit. I think that'll be me in the gym. So I'm chilling. But yeah, I'm chilling, man. Happy to be here.
Good shit. KC, man, Denver, you got the tea on with the bucket as usual, man. I done went out there.
Man, good looking fresh reporting live, you know what I'm saying? With Dagan Shouty. It's a beautiful 84 right now, nice and breezy, you know what I'm saying? This is the perfect time to be out in Denver, if you know.
Yes, sir. Jay Lee, the artist formerly known as the name we can't say anymore. What's that?
Yeah, man. I just left the gym. I apologize to the viewers, man. I had to get a little bit of weightlifting. I was on the road, so my shirt a little wrinkly. Casey pointed it out, but it's all good, man. I'm here, baby. Hydrating.
We trying to get that iron sponsorship, apparently.
Definitely. I don't even know who makes irons, man.
Hey, see me on the court, though. Black me on the court. Nobody use Black and Decker but my grandma. So, step your game up, doc.
What iron you use, bro? You know the manufacturer of your iron.
I use a Dyson steamer.
You
know what I mean? Let's go ahead.
I can't tell.
Yeah, it's a gym shirt. It's a gym shirt. I'm not pressing. It's not a 3-button joint. I'm not pressing a gym shirt. Stock finish in the test. I'm not ironing my gym shirt, dog.
Throw that joint dryer for another 15 to 20 seconds, bro.
That's it, man.
You know what I'm saying? A Rico releaser in there.
Right. Hey, man, let's introduce our special guest, man. I ain't doing KC today.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna let Shy introduce the special guest, man, because they got a connection, man. I just know he's like Mike from North Carolina, right? But Shy, go ahead and introduce Taj, man.
Yeah, this is my guy, Taj, man. We met in Denver, randomly, a random meeting, man. You know how you move around in the military, man, and just so happened that met him at a spot with one of my friends, and ended up having me and his family are family. You know what I mean? So I called we ended up figuring it out, putting stuff together. His father and his father know his aunts and his uncles and his cousins, and they super close, man. It's really crazy. So at that point, I was, when I found out his family was from Annapolis, that's where my family from. I was like, man, I don't know. I got to check in, man, to make some calls, get some verifications, and man, and they stamped them. My pop stamped them, so we did the background check, man, and he good. He stamped me. From there, man, we've been locked in ever since, man. That's my dog. So yeah, Taj, man.
Man, thought I was it's crazy.
Yeah. Had to check.
Thank you for credentials.
Had to do the Carfax.
I appreciate y'all having me over here today, man. Yeah, so Taj, I live out in DC now. I'm still in the Air Force. I'm stationed out here. I'm from North Carolina, bro. Go ahead and get them jokes off, bro.
Now, we're gonna let them slide today, man.
But I'm out in DC, man. Been out here for like 2 years, so yeah, man. I'm ready to get to it when y'all are, man.
Yeah,
Already, man.
Ravens fan. So Baltimore Ravens fan. So I definitely had that was another box that he checked on his man. But that's Carolina's finals right there, man. You know what I'm saying? He took the tag from Cole, so you know what I mean? It ain't Cole no more. It's him.
Points back too, bro. I need y'all to apologize to Cole, bro.
Yeah, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon.
Grippy joint. Y'all heard that grippy joint?
We got to see how the new CD come out before I apologize, man.
Yeah.
Shame.
Hey,
it take a bigger man to walk away. Take a bigger man to walk away. Hey, I'm with you, dog. Shout out Carolina.
We don't
find it.
Yeah, you.
Hey, and let's jump right into it though, man. Last night for me, I don't know what it was for y'all. I don't even know the days anymore. But Minnesota snuck a win against KC's Mavs, man. So KC, I'm gonna start with you, man. How do you feel about the Mavs blowing a sweep? We could have had a first, double sweep in the East Conference, Western Conference Finals, man. But how do you feel about your Mavs in that loss last night, man?
I mean, history wasn't meant to be made yesterday. That's all that was. But I still feel pretty good about my Mavs. We was missing D Lively, which has been a crucial piece in the first 3 games that we won. So he's supposed to be coming back game 5. Then we added Maxi Kleber back into the rotation, so it's gonna take a little bit of an adjustment. But I think I didn't expect us to sweep them, So I'm looking forward to us closing this out in 5. Shouldn't be coming back to Dallas, but if it does come back to Dallas, we're gonna get it done in 6 at the latest. But it definitely will not be going 7.
I'm surprised.
You heard that?
Jay, me and you, I think we told Minnesota in 7, right? I think we was talking Minnesota in 7.
I'll be the first to say I was wrong. I said Minnesota in 5. So scratch that. I definitely was wrong. I can be accountable. But it's going back to Minnesota. I think Minnesota wins back at home, and then we got a classic game 6. But I mean, I like Anthony Edwards, man. I'm riding with him. So I'm gonna say Wolves in 7, man. Wolves.
Keep doing.
This guy, man. That's it. He been doing this lately.
Yeah,
man.
he been sneaking. He been sneaking out.
Bro, y'all don't remember from Top the Yard? Wolves.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be doing it, dog.
Y'all ain't with the movies, bro.
Nah, man. We could have left that joint.
Hey,
He said it was. Times, man, how you feel about this Western Conference Finals, man?
I mean, I called this all wrong, bro. I said Wolves in 6, but I mean, this Kyrie and Luka, that's another argument. This is the best backcourt in the NBA right now.
Okay, call it right now. Right now.
Right now, though, it's unstoppable.
Gotcha.
But I mean, look, would I like to see history be made and them come back? I'd love to see that, but let's be real. Like, this getting closed out. If they win the next game, it's getting closed out at 6. There's no way they should lose 4 in a row.
Facts.
What you feeling like, man?
The next game in Dallas or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Okay, so next Minnesota, and then after that is back in Dallas. If they get to that point. Yeah, man. I mean, me and Casey called it before. I ain't gonna switch it up, man. Me and him, we called Dallas in 6. So I ain't expect them to hit 3 straight. Still in 2 from Minnesota in Minnesota. That's crazy. I didn't think Minnesota was gonna go down that quick. I thought they might have gotten 1 out of there. But yeah, Kyrie and Luka, man, they look great, man. 2 of the best. What they say? 2 of the best skilled players, finishers. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about this, man, a lot of these games been real close at the very end, right? So like, if you plan a risky game with letting it get close with Luka and Kyrie, who's one of the best finishers in the game. So I mean, you see that step back 3 where he put Gobert in the blender, man, made that boy Luka dead. That was crazy. But that's some Kyrie stuff too. So either way, man, I'm thinking if they keep letting it get close like this, I'm still taking Dallas in 6. I knew Minnesota was going to steal one last night. I thought Ant was going to drop like 40, but he didn't have to. But I knew they was going to get that one last night just because that would have been crazy. They got swept, but it's just they're going home in 6. They're going home in 6.
But let me ask this: y'all keep saying they can't win 4 in a row, but nobody expected Dallas to win 3 in a row.
Bro, that's too much, bro. It's too.
Go ahead, Todd.
Hey man,
Serious Ant was tired, bro. Like to put a team on your back 4 straight games, like playing defense and offense, I just don't see it.
I think Minnesota found the X factor, X Spur. Man, I love to have dog. Slow-mo Anderson playing defense. It took a lot of load off of and playing defense and having to score as well. I think Minnesota makes some adjustments. They win Game 5 in Minnesota, and those adjustments that they use from Game 5, like I said, I'm standing on business, man. It's Minnesota in 7.
Well, I think they listening to
you re-standing on business, but that wasn't the original business you stood on.
It's true. But
hey,
I
call
think
it what you want, dog.
Draymond made that recommendation when he was sitting on the TNT crew, putting slow-mo back in the lineup because certain liabilities were on the court. And I obviously somebody's listening, team, somebody that talks a lot. But I think that was the biggest case. Slow-mo only had 2 points, but I think his impact is greater on the defensive man. He's pause in advance. He's long. He's not the most athletic. But hey, I said the pause in advance, man. That's a pre-pause. Feel me? So I think they did what they needed to do to at least stop this game. But I'm gonna give Dallas the credit, man. You got Kyrie, whose mindset is totally shifted. He's more focused than he's ever been. He's more determined. I think he's got a bigger chip on his shoulder to prove that I can do this without Bron. Yeah, I got Luka on my side, but I'm still him. 30 whatever years old, I'm still him. Nobody in front of me can touch me. So, which brings me to another. We're gonna transition to the final prediction.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on,
he ain't like that.
Go ahead, man. I'm showing love to Dallas, man.
Yeah, he like
that. This ain't towards you, but you did co-sign it though. So yes, Draymond said throw in slow-mo into the lineup, and Jay, you mentioned how that was the X factor, and they're gonna build off that. Again, that is without the biggest X factor on the Mavs side, which that was Derek Lively, who also adjusts the starting lineup. You put slow-mo in on the T-Wolves in the starting lineup, it's one thing when you have to worry about Kleber, who isn't a guy that goes for lobs, who's more of a perimeter big man, versus Lively, who's standing in the paint and he's challenging offensive rebounds. So when they make that adjustment, that's not against the biggest X factor who wasn't there in Game 4. So we'll see how that lineup works when they have more size and more pause and more guys who are able to attack the rim. You know what I'm saying, on the offensive and defensive glass.
Yeah.
So before
you think he'll be 100%?
I mean, he got banged in his head. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he can't get back to hooping. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, like, I feel like, one wrong turn, you get hit. Pre-pause, you get hit the wrong way. You know what I mean? I feel like that could easily trigger the symptoms back. So I don't think that once you get into that neck and head area, that's how I feel.
I mean, I hear you. This, but let me ask you this: how many times is there a head and neck injury in the NBA? How often does that happen? That's a rare. It's not like that's a common area that gets injured. So to take a second hit it's not like that's Draymond kicking boys in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like it's a common area where you see somebody go down and hit their head, hit their neck. So I'm not really too concerned about a re-injury. They took the precautions. They was up 3 games. I figured he might have played if it was a 2-2 series or if they was down 1-2-1. Like, it might have been different. But if you up 3-0, you can take the precaution and be like, rest it out, and we'll get you Game 5 if we need you.
Yeah.
I mean, KC, Mavs fan on board. Luka's hurt. Luka's hurt, bro. So can he sustain this? Come on, man.
Come on, come on, dog. Keep it a buck.
No, he's not 100%. He's triple-double at not 100%. I mean, I just want to. Yes, he's not 100%, but he's still balling. We just got to get through one more
And
game and get him this rest to his to the finals.
can he
That's the
maintain
thing.
this?
If they pushed it to a game 6, yeah.
Can he maintain it and still be the focal point against the Boston Celtics?
I think he can maintain what he needs to do to get the win versus the T-Wolves. Whether or not he needs to be a scorer or a facilitator, he plays at his own pace, so it's not like he's getting pushed around. They made the adjustment by putting Ant on him, who's not a guy who's stronger than him, so it's not like he's gonna be getting out physical. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll be all right as long as he don't hit the ground and hit his knee or bust his face on the ground like he did in round 1 or 2, whatever.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, but I think he'd be all right. I don't see why not. I mean, ain't nobody 100% right now in the playoffs. If you want to be 100 with it,
True.
everybody banged up.
Hey, before we transition, man, I gotta ask y'all the biggest fumble. I mean, Casey already talked about this. I think everybody's talking about this, but Grant Williams fucking up the bag in Boston and Dallas, or Kyle Kuzma turning down the Mavericks because he didn't think they were a title contender. Shy, start with you, man.
Well, crazy in DC right now, so he good.
I'm about to say we gonna get to you, Taj. I mean, you were in DC, and Washington probably had the worst. I think they had the worst record in the league, right?
Bro, they ain't doing it.
They trash, man.
Trash. Like, he gonna get a contract out there, bro.
They been trash too.
Kuzma. So you said Kuzma. Who did you say at first? He cut out.
Grant Williams.
Grant. Grant didn't choose to leave Boston, right? He got traded, right?
He got paid.
He got both.
Yeah.
He got traded.
I say Kuzma, man. But I mean, either way you look at it, it's like it's the old, what is it? The old dilemma that athletes go through. You want to get paid or you want to win? Because only the top players getting paid and winning. You know what I mean? So like, if you're not in that top tier, you're not gonna get paid and you can't go somewhere to win. So Kuzma went to the sorriest team in the league to get paid, which I mean, Melo did it. We give Melo a lot of crap for it still till this day. But Melo was nice though. Melo was good and he got paid. But when we think like, damn, what could he have done with LeBron or, you know what I mean, with him and Wade or whatever, if that would have panned out. But Kuzma.
Hold on, man. I think you may be taking it wrong because Kuzma had already got paid. He said he didn't want to get traded at the trade deadline to the Mavs because he didn't think they were contenders. He already got his money.
Oh, okay. So he would have got paid by Dallas. Even still,
he was already paid. He already signed with the Wizards. But when the trade deadline came up, he was like he didn't want to get traded to Dallas. He didn't think they were a contender.
Copy. Cool. He's a bigger fool than I thought he was, man. So he's a fool.
Yeah.
He didn't do that move. That's crazy. Yeah. Now look at him. He look crazy. Y'all go ahead, man. Y'all take it. I'm done with this dude. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, I think you gotta give that one. You gotta give that one to Kuzma for sure. I think he would actually fit pretty well with that. Just coming off the wing. Being able to slash as well, get to the basket. Yeah, so I think the Mavs could have definitely helped him, but yeah, that's crazy.
I see y'all
over there shaking his head.
Shaking your head. Y'all don't like Kuzma sitting in with them?
I'm chill, KC chill. I'm gonna chill. Todd, what you got?
Yeah, Todd, what you got, T?
Like, if you really think about it, he already got paid. He would have been playing PJ Washington's role. I think he just had some teams in DC, bro. He said them DC teams better than Dallas, bro. So chill.
Hey, that's true. If you want to get down to the what matters, you know what I mean?
Really matters right now. And he got the bag. Now I gotta have pressure on me. Nobody expect me to win in DC.
They don't want no responsibility.
Grant Williams, to that point though, to Grant Williams' point, I mean, he got traded, bro, and this is gonna go down like, not to like get offset, but like this is gonna go down as the greatest midseason trade ever if they win. Next to maybe Rasheed Wallace, because bro, you got rid of Grant Williams who was doing nothing for you. You got PJ Washington who was on a sorry team. It wasn't really a risk. And then you gotta remember the Daniel Gafford trade.
That's a solid take. That's a solid take.
Great move.
Solid take.
For nothing.
So But the only reason I said it was a great trade, I can't knock Mark Cuban for the trade. But Grant Williams put himself in that position, and that's why we say it's a fumble. Like,
Oh,
had
yeah.
Grant Williams shut his mouth, had he no beef with Luka, if he was like didn't want to be the man, the Mavs would not be where they're at right now. But
I got you,
Grant
man.
Williams said, "Go
If he was
ahead,
a
go ahead."
likable if he was a likable coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you can continue. Yeah, you go ahead. I just wanted to give you the
Nah,
proper term for it.
I mean that's perfect, man. Because had he been that likable coworker, Mavs would have been, no disrespect, KC. Probably, I don't know if they'll be in contention. To be honest with you, but you
Right.
got
Fair enough.
PJ Washington who knows his role. He said, "Hey, I got 2 superstars. Just when y'all need me, I'm ready. That's it.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's
Right.
it."
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask a question to the fellas who thought Kuzma would be great for the Mavs? Do y'all believe Kyle Kuzma has good self-awareness?
Have you seen his fits, bro?
Exactly. Come on now. So Maine just said PJ Washington understands that he has 2 stars around him and let him fit into his role. Kyle Kuzma was trying to take shots away from LeBron. Come on now. This man does not have the self-awareness and does not know how to fit into his role. He would have not have been a good fit the way PJ Washington and Gafford are right now with the Mavs.
Great
True.
pick.
Jordan having what's his name? Jordan
Jordan
Uh
Poole.
Jordan
Oh,
Poole.
oh yeah.
That would have made me leave anyway. Like, hey, we got this guy who
Yeah.
wants to be the man. I
Yeah.
think that person ain't smoking.
Bro, all them people in the preseason, and it's like you can go back and look at all these. They said Jordan Poole about to put up 28 a game. I was like, where y'all?
The Wilder.
How?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that man. Yeah, that was that was the worst take of it.
Did y'all see him put Shaq put him on Shaq in the Fool yesterday? Jordan Poole. He had about 3 times he just stumbled and tripped on his own in the middle of the
Oh,
court.
yeah.
Yeah, he put them all back to back. But like that just show you the kind of foolery that's just going over and then in DC, man. Like tomfoolery. Like
Crazy
it's just
like you can't go to a day party then go to the game later.
yeah, nah.
What
Only
happened?
Harden could do that. Only Harden.
What happens is you get caught up when you get to DC. If you get caught up in the John Wall recruiting package,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get stuck into you gonna fumble into the day party lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure John Wall ain't you ain't taking the John Wall tour.
Yeah.
Right. Like damn,
Hey,
coach,
straight
I don't know
up,
how I
man.
got there, man.
Straight up, man. I didn't been to park on a Saturday, man, in VIP. I know what time it is. So, and I was just a broke boy. So imagine if I had some money.
Yeah.
Hey man, is Park on Sunday like Box Park was on a what was that on Saturday? Oh yeah, all
Yes,
right,
sir.
but
Yes,
Chocolate
sir.
City edition,
Hey,
huh?
when Chocolate
I
City,
ain't
what
never
you
been to
know, KC will get this reference, and there's a lot of silence in DC. No heat.
Yeah. I got you. The White House is in D.C. The White House does exist in D.C. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
crazy.
A lot of saunas out there. No
You know what I'm
heat.
saying?
Oh,
Hey,
me, crazy.
For every Olympian Pope, there is a Monica Lewinsky.
That's crazy.
hey, shout out to the Swiss House, man. Shout out to the Swiss House. Hey,
What's your heart?
hey, I'm gonna move along, man, because we pressed for time, man. So I just want to touch 5 minutes. I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock to touch on this Bronny situation, and we're gonna jump into the top 100 music. Smitty gonna lead us off on that, man. So there was a report that came out that Bronny James is gonna work out for only 2 to 3 teams. He had 10 invites. This is smart, and yesterday was the last day of eligibility for NCAA. So he foregone his NCAA eligibility. He's officially going to first try to make the NBA team. I'm gonna start with you, Taj, because I see you shaking your head feverishly, but there's many guys overseas right now that I know can hoop, that I think personally are having more, just more knowledge of the game than Bronny James. Granted, yes, I know who his father is, but who do I want on my team? But go ahead, Taj, man. What's your thoughts on that take, man?
I mean,
My
to
Tony
that
James.
point, I mean, yeah, this dude, it's a lot of dudes like playing pickup right now in the park that probably could be in the league. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they dad win LeBron. Hey, bad luck, shit. But nah, but like for real though, the real thing with
Straight
Bronny
up.
is already in the cards, bro. He going to LA, man. Like I think all this, like Rich Paul said, he not doing the G League. Like, what are we talking about? Like it's set up. This is LeBron James' son, bro. He's going to the Lakers. And you know what? He's still a kid at the end of the day. I don't even think he really is pressed to play with his dad. But if it's in the cards, man, I hope it work out for him. But hey, his dad, he going to LA. All this is for sure.
Yeah.
He going
Yeah.
to
Jay Lee, what's your thoughts on nepotism, man?
Well, I mean, my stance has always been pretty much the same. You know, I feel like he's taking a spot for somebody that has the merit to be on an NBA basketball team because of his pop. I don't think he has enough. I mean, you know, it's early in the game, but I don't think he's skilled enough to some of the players. You know, they were talking about, oh, he went blah 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 and shoot around. Well, nobody's playing defense. We saw what he did at USC. He's small. He's small. He's not a big guard. I don't see him playing, you know, great defense on a lot of the young stars that are in the league. You know, it's unfortunate for some of the players that are looking for an opportunity to make the league, and we already know that one spot is secure, just because of, you know, who his dad is. So, you know, it's something you got to deal with as part of the way you know, America is set up, and you know, Luka, Ronnie, and Bad Brother, you know, the other guys looking for an opportunity. So yeah, man, I think it's definitely gonna be evident when the time comes for him to actually get in the game. I think a lot of dudes are gonna be after him too, just to prove a point. But yeah, I think as far as LeBron is concerned, he's more so worried about the history than the development of his son. So that's kind of my take on that.
Jimmy, you shaking your head, man. What you got? Are you talking
Yeah,
to
man.
Roscoe?
No. Nah, he definitely trying to get my attention. But I mean, what Lee was saying, like, it's to me, man. I just blame LeBron, man. I feel like you just gotta blame LeBron, man, putting all that pressure on him, talking to the media, talking about I want to play with my son, X, Y, and Z, man. Knowing he not ready. Boy averaging 4-5 points. Like, they lied and said he was 6'4". Like KC tried to lie and say Kyrie was 6'5" last week, man. But he really said,
6'5", dog.
I
but he
threw out
really
a
said,
range of sizes. Come on now.
Nah, dog. You started at 6'1", it
6'2",
was like 6'4", 6'5", dog. Crazy.
6'3", 6'4", 6'5",
hey, nah, I'm
something
messing
like
with you,
that.
man. I'm messing with you, but he not ready. He not ready, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I just kind of feel bad for Bronny, man. He gonna get into the league. They're gonna come after him. They just how they was doing Caitlin Clark, trying to clothesline her, and Angel Reese, and setting all types of picks and stuff, trying to kill him. You know what I mean? He not ready, man. I wish he could. He still has time to stay and say no. I just wanted to see where I ranked amongst the class and go back, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's a bad decision, and it's not going to turn out well. He don't. And back to my main point, he don't need the money. He doesn't need anything. He just needs to develop and be a kid for a little bit longer, man, and just have fun with it until when he go to the league, they're gonna be on his ass. So they're gonna be on him, man. They ain't giving him no breaks. So I just feel bad for him, bro.
Dang, man, I saved it for you, man. What you got, bro?
I got a lot of responses to that. So, one, Smitty, I feel you when you say they're gonna be after him, but him being LeBron James Jr., they've been after him his whole life. Every time he get on the court,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Everyone's to say, I want to bust LeBron, I want to bust Bronny's
So now
head. So I mean,
it's a grown man now.
it's more skill, but it's saying that he's used to people coming after him. Like, that ain't gonna be no new territory. Yeah, there'll be better players coming after him, but he's used to him being targeted on the court. So I think he can handle that. I have two. I'm kind of torn with it. Like I'm cool with the nepotism. It happens in every aspect of life. We heard people get on Giannis to a certain extent, but we don't hear them go their way with it going on Bron. Giannis got his brother a roster spot. Everybody say everybody in the league is
And
better
shoe
than his
deal.
brother. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if Giannis can get his brother a job, why can't LeBron get his son a job? You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah, prime
And to
example.
to another flip side of that, if LeBron's long term plan, as y'all say, this is gonna work out bad for Bronny. If LeBron's long term plan is to own an NBA team, that means his son's gonna have a job for the rest of his life in the NBA. If LeBron turns out to be an owner of a team, which that's how it looks like it's setting up to be. So like, yeah, I get it. He ain't ready, but if you really want to go through roster for roster, you can find players on every roster who shouldn't be on the roster. You can go pull somebody from overseas who should be better than you. So I mean, that happens in every team, every roster, every year. There's people who are on the team who you can find somebody who might be a better hooper than them, but they might not be a better teammate. They might not fit the team better. You know what I'm saying? You can be a better individual ball player than this guy, but that don't mean you fit the makeup of this team. The coach wants you on the team. You might not mesh well or whatever it may be. So it goes a little bit more into that than just being, oh, I'm better than that guy one-on-one.
A great point. I thought the other interesting thing that I thought the two teams that he chose, of course, the Lakers, that was a given, but the Suns as well. And you got Isaiah Thomas, who just went back to the Suns as their point guard. But you're looking for the elemental aspect, right? If you want to the Lakers, if you're Bronny James, you need a coach that's going to develop you. They haven't picked that coach yet. Y'all saw Ty Lue just signed an extension, so he's staying with the Clippers, so they can't poach him. And all the fundamental coaches, I think, are on staff right now. I think a perfect fit would have been like somewhere Sacramento or Mike Brown, even Miami with Eric Spoelstra. Y'all know, of course, I would take him with the Spurs as far as the developmental aspects going. But even KC's Mavs, you got Kyrie who you can learn from on a different level. I want him to go to, if he's going to be playing in a point guard position, he needs to go somewhere that has an established point guard.
Yeah, I think
that
he
knows
froze
what time
on
it
his
is.
that German signal got a little caught up.
Oh man,
I
but
mean,
that.
to that,
Sound like go ahead, Ty.
nah, you go ahead, bro.
Nah, it sounded like he was saying he was going with even with the Mavs, you know, getting that leadership and tutelage from the right coaches. I was gonna counter him to say I think LeBron knows whether or not Mike Brown can do the job because that was his original coach. So I can't see him making that decision. But Bronny has had all the proper coaching, the best that money could afford his entire life. So I don't see why that should be any different going forward. But I mean, go ahead.
No, he live in LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't have to leave. He got all his same coaches there. His dad is LeBron. He gonna make sure he's straight in the organization. If they try to foul him or something on the Lakers or do something crazy to him, you think they're not gonna have no hitters on the bench? They gonna hire somebody just to make sure that don't happen to Bron. You know, so I think
Like them dudes on the hockey team that just come out to fight.
right.
The Bass
And then,
Brothers.
like, yeah, they gonna have random dude
Actually,
like a Quincy AC or somebody. They gonna bring him back. But
Yeah.
then the last point, like on Bronny, man, this is the worst draft ever. I think everybody's saying this. We don't even know who the top pick is. So it's like if he stayed for one more year, what's the boy name from Maine?
From
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
white dude, tall white dude.
Oh, you
Tall
talking
white dude,
about Flag.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
And it's gonna be a lot more players. So who's to say if he stays, he'll ever have the chance to be drafted? This is the worst year ever. So I think this is the best time for him to come out. And then he can't really fail. His dad's a billionaire. He already got $1 million NIL deal. So hey man, go chase your dream. Good luck. I don't think you're the best prospect, but if I'm an owner, I would like to set that story. LeBron played with his son. We're gonna sell jerseys. We're gonna get some money.
And to your point, real quick, let me get this out there. It ain't no guarantee he even gonna play. Like he could be on the roster, but that don't mean he gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? They can have him on the team. That just doesn't mean he gonna be getting in the game unless it's mop-up time.
He might get I guess I could see him getting a couple minutes at the end of the game for a few games maybe this year, but he definitely gonna be wearing that tracksuit for 95% of the game. But I just want to stay right here. Go ahead. I just want to ask y'all real quick while we on the Lakers. What y'all think about that JJ Redick with him possibly being a coach for LA? Because I don't know if y'all been hearing about that.
What's Pinocchio's master's name?
Oh
Pedo.
yeah,
Pedal.
Yeah,
the pedal.
that's LeBron.
Sorry, that's LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron puppet move.
Yeah, I
That's
think
all
I
right.
think it'll be bad.
No
For a reason.
comment.
Lakers trash anyway, so I mean they could. It don't matter who they coach is. They
It'll be
dumb. Yeah, they're not very good.
All right, so we all on the
Yep.
same page. Cool.
I'm gonna reserve my comment until we know more about the situation.
Yep. Yep. All right, man. Man, sorry for my technical difficulties. I know. I gotta get out of here real quick. But Shot, can you pull up that the top 100 list? Just the top 5 albums, man. That's all I want to kind of touch on real quick. And Jay Lee, you probably don't. I don't know if you've seen the list yet, man.
Yeah, I took it later. I mean, while Styles pulls it up, I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. Thriller's the best album of all time. I don't care how you cut it, whatever categories. Thriller, if you go look at the body of work, Thriller has songs that are still played. Any club you go to, any bar you go to, are still played to this day. Multiple songs from just that one album. Easily the best album of all time. No disrespect to Lauryn Hill, but I mean, when we talking about musicianship and just artistry, he's a king for a reason. No James.
Yeah, man. Without further ado, so what y'all? I know y'all seen this already. So Apple Music put out 100 best albums. Of course, they got a mixture of rap, R&B, hip hop, rock, country, and pop. So y'all seen the list. I'm sure y'all see the outrage about it already. But that made me want to just look into it and just see the qualifications and just see why, what did they need to? What were they looking at? So it just says here.
Hey, Smitty, can you read out the top 5 for our viewers, just in case they ain't seen the list?
Yeah. So I just want to read this little sentence real quick. It says Apple Music's new list was determined with the participation of artists, songwriters, producers, industry professionals, and Apple's own editorial staff members. Apple Music emphasized that it was not meant to be taken as a reflection of the platform's most stream offerings, but rather a love letter to the records that have shaped the world music lovers live in, listen in. So with that, I'll just go through the top 10 real quick. So number 1 is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Thriller, Michael Jackson, Abbey Road, The Beatles, number 3. Number 4, Purple Rain, Prince. Number 5, Blonde, Frank Ocean. 6, Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. 7, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar. 8, Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. 9, Nevermind by Nirvana. And 10, Lemonade by Beyonce. And it is a few that's scattered around here. That's just crazy that I want to throw out before y'all go crazy. Blueprint at 13, Adele had 21. What's Going On by Marvin at 17. I had to throw that. Dr. Dre, The Chronic, 19. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy at 26. Ready to Die, Biggie, 32. Illmatic, Nas, 39. Outkast, Aquemini at 41. Take Care, Drake, 47. I'm gonna just keep going. Anti-Rihanna, 55.
Wow, 47. Take Care.
Hey, love album. Sade, 61. All eyes on me. Tupac, 62. I'm gonna try to skip around so I don't hit all of it. But then Get Rich or Die Tryin', 82. My Life, Mary J, 86. Confessions, 95. I know Taj want to talk about that, but Confessions is 95. 95. Extra World. Hold up. Extra World, 98. I'm going to leave it at that. So, yeah. I just want y'all to go. And, of course, y'all got to kind of be objective about it. But we all come from a certain background and culture where I mean, if I'm gonna just say Confessions, what do we put Confessions as R&B album of all time? I'm gonna put it number 1. Where would y'all put it at?
Definitely, no question, top 10 easily, 100%. No question that. I think top 5 is debatable, but
just R&B though, not all albums. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. R&B. You put Confessions in top 10 without debate.
Okay.
I think you could debate top 5 competitive, but I mean, let's be honest, competitive is one of the greatest albums of all time to be that far, down the list. R&B is probably what, top 3 genre.
Yeah.
Would y'all agree? What hip between rock, country, whatever?
No, it's not top 3
Especially
genre.
for me.
No, it's not a top 3 genre. Not even close.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
But I mean,
to
me, but
I mean, not close. Well, what's the? Oh wow.
Yeah. Bro, that's a hot ass.
Yeah, but
bro, that's.
But I got good reasons, and the only person on this panel that knows that reason is KC, because that was a very trying time in my life. So, fuck confessions for me on
these are his confessions.
That album was for man. He was talking to man. Oh,
that album was
okay. I see what happened.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So fuck confessions.
But what about the Thriller band at number 2? And Miseducation at 1.
He hit on all the points on that with Thriller. I mean, it's the, for one, if you want to count sales, it's the highest selling album ever, if that counts for anything. Bro, just go down the track list, bro. It's full classic, like not even just classic. It's for like every little kid today is gonna know these songs and like at least 4, And then everything else, music is subjective, but they gotta be a little controversial with these lists, man. It'd be too easy to say.
Yeah.
Lemonade at 10 is wild.
Yeah, Lemonade
at 10 is wild. That's
not
wild.
our best album.
That's not our best album, right?
And even though I know the beef is going on, like Good Kid, Mad, like Get Rich or Die Tryin' being that low over Good, and I was swapped
crazy.
To be honest with you, Get Rich or Die Tryin' was crazy, dog.
I don't think. I mean,
Get Rich or Die Tryin' is a class. The KC shaking his head. I don't know what he's talking about, dog.
It's a class.
Everybody, everybody was bumming.
It's an undeniable classic, but I think Good Kid, Mad City, like just the man,
sonically was great. Yeah, but artistry,
like songwriting wise, like sonically, it had the bangers on there. It had like radio songs on there. It had lyrical songs on there, and it had a concept. But Get Rich or Die Tryin' is a classic, like staple.
Yeah,
it's not even a debate.
All right, what you got, dog?
That might be with our age group too, though. Go ahead, Casey.
Oh yeah. I mean, I hear what y'all saying. I'm giving that kind. It was a time period piece. I don't think it's a project that will stand the test of time. People aren't gonna go back and like right now. You're not gonna hear people playing Good Rich or Die Tryin'. People are gonna be playing that 20 years from now, bumping that. As much as
They play
about that.
But as much as you're gonna hear people playing the Good Kid, Mad City, on top of that being a piece, that also being included in some of the work that was studied in the whole rap being taught in college courses. Like it's no doubt it's gonna be ranked higher than Good Kid than Get Rich or Die Tryin'. But I want to get back to the whole Thriller. Thriller is automatically everybody's favorite album or the best album of all time. Why people just naturally do that? Is that something? Because I'm curious. Is that more attributed to the fact that people think Michael Jackson is just one of the greatest artists and the greatest artist, or is people really listening to the Thriller album?
Bro, Billie Jean is
no. I hear people listening to the singles. People make playlists. People got songs off the album they like. Are people listening to the album? Are people playing? Are people riding around spinning to Thriller? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even entertaining this, dog. I'm not even entertaining this, bro.
Let me finish. When do y'all hear Thriller? During Halloween only. Like Billie Jean.
Bro, what?
Billie Jean got the song. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People play individual singles off that. When we talk about an album, when I I hear an album, best album, I'm hearing something that people can let the album spin. People play. You hear people playing, just letting it play and ride the whole thing. People play the four, like Ty said, there are 4 songs on Thriller. People play like they go through their main. That's what Ty said. That's what he said.
Oh,
he said 4. Yeah, but
He said at least. He said at least 4.
There are the singles that people play, but as far as an album, does it get spent from start to finish, non-skippable? What I'm thinking as far as an album, whereas okay. Well, I'm gonna let you want to finish. Whereas I'm not necessarily saying Miseducation of Lauryn Hill should be one, even though that album can be played throughout, and it's a great album from start to finish. I personally thought Purple Rain was the best album. I like Purple Rain over Thriller, me personally. So I would have taken the Prince over the MJ.
But that sounds like subjective, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this was subjective. It was Apple for people's subjective opinion.
So, okay, if you've been objective, if you thinking like, so let's add in, of course, numbers don't mean everything, but let's just add in the artistry, and we're going to talk about its impact on, like, music. Its impact in what you talking about getting played. We don't really hear Prince. I don't hear Prince. I don't hear nobody playing Prince. Anytime you go into a Target, you can go to a Target, a football game. You can go to any venue or event and hear a Michael Jackson song from that album, and kids know it. That was just born 6-7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That to me is
Super Bowl.
Huh?
Rain is the Super Bowl.
Go ahead, Ty.
My bad.
I just want the songs part.
Go ahead, Ty.
Let him get the 4 songs.
Nah, I just gotta do that because okay, all right, I'm gonna play that up. When I said them 4 songs, I'm saying you can say them 4 songs on the album is top 10 songs of all time. So that right there alone is crazy. Billie Jean, Eat It.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thriller. Come on. Ain't nobody riding around. If I see somebody riding around listening to Thriller, that's weird.
That's crazy. Pretty Young Thing is a song that everybody knows or knows.
And that's the fifth hottest song on the album, which is crazy.
That's like damn Young Thing back in the day. They was skipping on the record.
Bro, PYT, he made PYT an acronym. Who you see PYT and you see it in everywhere now. He dubbed that. That's his.
The album went diamond almost 8 times, bro.
Come on, bro.
Diamond is 10 million records sold, bro.
Bro, it's hard to debate that, bro.
It's
not a debate.
The album has 7 singles for the record. It has 7 singles for the record.
And 8 songs. And 8 songs total.
I mean, but
exactly.
It's got 9 because he got side 1 and 2, so it's 9 songs.
It's 9 songs. Lady of My Life.
Not for the
Mike song ever.
Want to be starting something? That's not my favorite song, but that's a song. That's a song that you know you hear that.
I'm gonna get back to what I said. It might be an unpopular opinion. There's 4 hit songs on this album. Like the other ones are 4. There are singles, but people only play really 4 songs on this album.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The Girl Is Mine. The Girl Is
Human
Mine.
Nature. Human Nature, one of my favorite joints.
Human Nature's on there.
Human Nature.
SWV redid it. SWV redid it.
Human Nature.
Short Change, Mike. That's 7 classics.
Yeah.
I'm done talking about this, dog. Because my blood pressure going like KC Wild, dog.
I'm a Prince fan over MJ fan for the record. So
that's why I said it sounds subjective.
Yeah, I'm a Prince fan.
It sounds subjective.
He's a Drake fan. You know, it was like hand in hand.
But I did say the K-Dot album should where it was rightfully placed, in my opinion, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Respect.
Yeah.
I think you got to separate the artist from the album, and it's hard to do that sometimes. Like when you look at these, you be like, "What? Lauryn Hill? She only got 1 album," but it's like it's about the album. But it's really not.
It's about being timeless for me, dog. What music is timeless? Michael Jackson could drop an album today, regardless of what his name is. If his name was Tito, Freddie, I don't care. If a Michael Jackson album dropped today, it's still better than most music that's out. I'm just gonna call it what it is, dog.
So that's you talking about the artist and not about that particular album. You're talking about an artist.
He can drop this album right now, and it'll be fire.
Yeah.
This
Thank
album,
you.
I'm saying this
That's what I'm
album.
saying.
He
100%.
can drop this album
Yeah,
right now,
100%.
and it'll get rotation.
If he dropped this album right now, it would not go diamond. It would
What?
be a hit, but it wouldn't go diamond. The fact that
crazy.
Well,
All right,
what
dog.
else
Yeah,
is-
we gotta. Hey, let's wrap it up, dog. Let's wrap it up, dog.
like, it wouldn't go diamond, dog. You gotta think about the time
That's
he was a
crazy,
big star.
dog.
There's a lot more music there. The scope of the music industry right now
Hold up.
is why I don't
Yeah.
think it would go diamond. I'm not saying it's not a great. It wouldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
crazy.
Hold up.
I'm about to say.
But yeah, but just the way the music industry set up right now, it wouldn't go diamond.
No.
They're
Yeah,
not
for
selling
sure.
physical. They're not selling physical copies.
Todd, I know, man. Todd on the same page, so I'm gonna speak a little bit for both of us. But Michael Jackson coming out right now, Michael Jackson being Michael Jackson, who he was in the 80s and the 90s, now with social media and with his likability, the moonwalk, just his persona, he was larger than life back then. Imagine what he would be right now in this day and age. Imagine the numbers that he would do with people being able to play back the moonwalk, the visuals, everything that he's ever done, man. I feel like he would just get even more streams with that. Just being more visual. Even with little kids, we got little kids on YouTube every day, like kids that we did, people who were on websites and online and shit, and listening and streaming music that they couldn't do back then. And I think it's more access now.
To Casey's point, though, he's talking about the music industry as a whole, though. So yeah, he might get 1 billion streams, but that don't even equate to a platinum album. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way that music is moving right now. I get what you're saying. I'm still seeing Mike, but I see what Casey was saying on that.
What Thai is saying, if Michael Jackson, the moonwalk doesn't exist today. If Michael Jackson introduced the moonwalk tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's the game over, dog. With social media, all over Twitter, all over TikTok, and it's gonna sell his music. His music is what it is. I mean, his persona was just the cherry on top. But Mike Jackson,
gonna sell
his music
shows. We gotta go
That's
back
what
to what
I'm
Casey
saying,
said.
dog.
He gonna sell shows, but the music, like you said, I get it. He's gonna transcend social media. He'll be Mr. Beast
That's
on
crazy,
social
dog.
media. I get it. But as far as like the music, the numbers are not gonna sell as like they were back
That's
in the day.
wild, bro.
They don't sell right now.
Dog,
They don't sell right now.
If the moonwalk was never invented and done now, it would be a viral dance here today, gone tomorrow. Dog. Unfortunately, that's just the time we're in. That's the time we're in right now. That's the time we're in.
It's era.
That's the era.
That's the popcorn.
Hey, man. Log me off. Log me off.
Hey, Todd, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Todd. I know you got something.
I mean, I hear you. I know what you're trying to argue, and I think you saying the celebrity. Okay, because back in the day, if you've seen a celebrity out in public, you'd be like, what? Like, you don't see them, but now it's like you see them online. It's kind of like you know them. So the mystique is kind of gone, but Mike's still going down.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
he said Thriller wouldn't go diamond is wild, bro.
going
It
down.
won't though.
Nothing's
It
going
won't.
diamond. Nothing's
Today.
going diamond today.
Nothing's going platinum.
Nothing.
What's going platinum today?
We'll probably
Hold on, Taylor Swift is. Beyonce is.
She, you about to say she?
Yeah, she
How
not
long
much.
how long is it taking them to get platinum now? Remember back in the day,
Bro,
you be
what I'm
platinum
saying.
Kendrick be
in a
doing
week.
K first week, and
Yeah.
that's Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
How
Drake-
much? How much first week?
first week.
Kendrick over 500K first week.
Yeah,
So
500K.
Drake has, yeah.
yeah. Kendrick.
Lil
I mean,
Wayne,
you could.
Lil Wayne was doing millions 10
That
years
was-
ago. He ain't even getting that until it's,
Lil
it's,
Wayne
you
fell
know
off, like,
weeks
that-
down.
Lil Wayne not that anymore.
You know.
We talking about the biggest artists. Taylor Swift be going
Drake.
back first week.
Yeah.
Look at Drake's number. What did Drake
Drake's
pull
still
last
going
album?
platinum.
That's another topic.
But first week sales. What is he doing? He's not pulling 1 million first week sales.
No.
Nobody's doing that no more.
If Drake would drop like Kendrick does, Drake will probably do like those type of numbers still.
I think Drake is averaging about 250, 300K for the first week. 200, but
First
that's
week.
just first week though. Just
First week.
he can go. That's 300,000 in a week. You know what I'm saying? If you say, I mean, we talk about him going diamond. It's 40 years later, man. 40, 50 years later. Of course he's gonna get to diamond. And I say that joint to get to diamond in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? For me.
But I'm saying 20 years ago, artists were doing millions in 1 week. That's what I'm saying. The
Yes.
game has changed.
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
is-
100%
Taylor Swift, she's in a different stratosphere.
Then
She's in a
Mike,
different stratosphere.
Hold up.
then
Oh,
Mike got
What's up?
people as daddies passing out at concert, bro.
Yes, but
Oh,
that was.
yeah.
that-
I was just about to say, I was just about to say
the
that. Grown
time.
man passing out.
Come on.
You gotta think about the time when there's an oversaturation now. So he's coming out in the
100%.
midst of oversaturation
Yeah.
versus being back then when there was such a smaller
Yeah.
pool of musicians, and so one musician could captivate a large audience. Whereas these days, that's just not how it's operated.
I would not argue that.
Yeah.
I would, but
We
it's
agree
Taylor
it's
Swift.
oversaturated.
So
Yeah.
is Michael Jackson music different than other people's? Did anybody ever make music like Mike? No. Mike was in a different realm, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Regardless of what time frame he pulled up in, he was always gonna be that guy. We gotta wrap it up because Ty got a bounce. But yeah, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, dog.
We're gonna pick that up.
And I just looked up Taylor Swift Diamond. It didn't go diamond immediately either. By the way, it took
Exactly.
it took time.
Took years.
It's never
took
going to go
years.
diamond. Yeah. Nothing's going diamond in a week. That's crazy.
Mike, we ain't say, I didn't say Mike going down in a week. I'm just saying that how the music
over
industry is
time.
run now
Over
versus
time.
how it's run then. It'll last like 20 years ago. It might take you 5 years to go 5 house platinum. Today it's gonna take you 20 years to go 5 house platinum. You can stream and all that jazz.
And on top of that, R&B ain't selling right now. I don't care if Mike came about now. R&B still ain't
He's
the time.
pop.
It ain't the time. Back then, R&B was R&B
he's pop.
and soul.
King of pop,
and
though.
soul.
King of pop.
R&B. He's the king of pop.
Yeah.
Was he the king of pop when Thriller came out?
Yes.
Yeah, that's solidified it. Well, even just, I mean,
he was the king of pop after Thriller. After Thriller. There was
I don't know, man, because Bad was a bad album, dog.
off the wall was
Off the wall.
off the
Off the
wall should
Wall
have been
was
on his
Off
list.
the Wall wasn't a pop album. It wasn't labeled a pop album when it first came out.
was
But
more R&B.
Thriller took Mike like out of
Yeah.
there.
It took him out of there. That's what I'm saying. Before Thriller, he wasn't the king of pop. It made him the king of pop.
All time. If Thriller take you out of there, it's the greatest album of all time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what pop does. That's what pop is. That's what it said. When you become pop when you have an album that takes off. You know what I'm saying? They take you out your original genre, and now they say you're popular. You're the king of the most popular music. That's what pop is. That's what they did for Drake. That's what they did for Drake now. They say Drake is pop now. He went from being a rapper to now he's a pop artist.
Yeah.
I mean, not to bring up Drake. Yeah, we can say this for the next episode.
We got represent. Well, we can definitely get back to this for sure.
And man, appreciate everybody to logging in, man. Fans, make sure y'all comment. Because I know y'all got some interesting takes that y'all want to talk about too, man. But until next time, man, we out.
Light you up a cigar, we about to catch a vibe. It's time to join Main and Diddy, they gon' get you right. Bringing you the latest with the music, sports, and news. Hold up with a guard, this is a taste you can't refuse. Welcome to Big Smoke, where the passions ignite. Sit back, relax, take a puff, catch a flight. Big Smoke Podcast, this your source for the...
Hey, Tom, good take, dog. Good take. Now we off the record. Hey, KT, you wild,
I'm
dog.
not, dog. People be tripping. People assume just because. I mean, don't get me
Hey,
wrong.
Todd, tell Tom to stay logged on.
All right, look,
Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna text him.
I'm gonna send them the link.
So you
I
can.
got
All
it.
right.
Yo, that's crazy, dog.
Nah, dog. Mike
Man,
is
you was
the
lucky
GOAT.
co-signing too, bro.
What you mean? No, I'm talking about the music industry. I'm not talking about, I don't care who the person is. I'm saying the music industry is not the same as what it is 20
Not
years
nobody
ago,
selling.
dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's selling, bro.
Like people physically went out and bought those copies. People, you got to think about this. People lost CDs. They went and bought another CD. They bought vinyls. The vinyls got scratched up. You bought another vinyl. Like people ain't doing that no more. Like all that contributes to artists going diamond. You know what I'm saying?